go check these pots. See if a wooden pot after a 1-day soak actually catches a cray. Let's see how we go. Ooh-wee, all right, we're back, guys, to pull these pots. Good morning. It's a pretty sloppy old kind of day. Coming out here on the way, the swells were peaking up over these inshore reefs, so got to be a bit careful pulling these pots. I'll pull them by hand and not use the winch because yeah, I just don't want to run the risk of having my back to these waves or these swells and then hooking up on the reef and then getting dragged under by the pot. So let's get into it and go and pull this first one and see how we go. I'll get this tipper in the slot and ready to go. First pot's not far away, it's just behind us. It is blowing easterly, thank goodness, so that's a good thing to blow us off the reef rather than onto it. Okay, let's have a look. Swells. Now we sat here for a bit checking that water just to make sure it wasn't going to peak up, but that doesn't mean that it can't. So just got to keep your eye on it, take your time, make sure it's safe. Go and pull up your empty cray pot. Oh no. Shit. Oh man. Bait's been raided. So I might leave that in there, to be honest. Some of that lovely head juice. I'm just checking the pot to make sure that none of the slats are broken. Otherwise these things can get out. Oh, I can't feel my fingers. It's cold. Alright, so we just dropped that off the edge of a reef lump there. Sort of dropped came from 8.5 meters up to 5. And we just dropped it off the back of that 5 meter lump. See how we go. Big fish here. Might be a good early morning snapper spot. Now this one could be stuck. I remember when I dropped it, it went down between a bit of a crevice in the reef. So, you know, if it's moved around at all, it's possible it got jammed in the rocks. So I'm hoping it hasn't. But yeah, I don't like my chances. No, it has. It absolutely has. Yeah, I'll be right. That camera up the front. So this is where I say, guys, it's really dangerous trying to use your winch if your pot's stuck. Take your time. Like I jiggled that around, it came loose. That's very lucky. You see this swell? That's a reasonable amount of water. If that swell had hit me and I was on the winch, it would have pulled the boat under. Anyway, let's have a look at this cray. Come here. That's gonna be borderline. No, it's size. It's just size, but it's size. Got to pull that middle tail fan off if you're looking to keep them recreationally, so you can't be accused of trying to sell them. Whew. Well, one is better than none, hey. See if we can't get a bit more juice in there. Alright, same again, just checking the pot. There's no holes or anything. One cray. Well, it's better than none. I can't stress enough, guys, don't use your winch if you're pulling these pots in any sort of swell, because, well, particularly if you're on reef. If you're in sand, it's not such a drama, but if you're in or around reef, check your pot first, make sure it's free. Don't just grab the loose rope, pull it onto your winch, hit go, and hope for the best, because if it is jammed, these swells, they'll pull your boat under. So that's my biggest piece of advice for any of you new guys who want to throw cray pots out around these shallow reefs, or any reef. Let's go get this pot back in. Oh, look at that. Probably didn't see that. It jumped from 9 point something to 6 point something, so I'm just going to wait till it drops straight off the edge of that again. And we will drift with that 5.5, 5.8. Boom. 9 meters. All right, and in she is. Now, I got a lot of shells that came out of that pot, so that always freaks me out, because in these shells blue rings can hide, so it makes sense just to go around and check the deck and make sure there's no blue rings walking around, especially in this carpet. This carpet hides them so well. I mean, it's the same color as a blue ring octopus. I've shown them before on this channel. Just got to be careful of them, hey. People don't understand how many of them there are here in Perth. Okay. Well, one little crayfish. There he is. He's throwing most of his legs, this little cray, but we're going to keep him and hopefully cook him up with some squid. I'm going to head in now and throw a couple of jigs around, and hopefully we can find a couple of cracking squid to go with that crayfish, and maybe do some pickled squid and cray for lunch or for dinner tonight. Whew. Sounds bloody good, I reckon. See you guys in there. man, it is pretty sloppy out here. Not overly pleasant. Alright, I am going to stick on a squid jig. See if we can't add to our little lunchtime special. Now, the water's really dirty. I've said before, you know, you usually want pretty clean water for squid, but it just is not clean. Too much CRC on there. Alright, we'll see how we go. Now, I'm not trying to be greedy about this. I only want a couple to go with that crayfish for dinner tonight, so hopefully we can get a couple. The water is really dirty, like you can't see. Oh, bottom, I think. Ooh, how shallow are we? 3.5 meters. We're in 3.5 meters of water and I can't see the bottom at all. So that's not a good start. Oh, this was a good take. This is a big squid. It's taking drag. Oh yeah, look at the size of this thing. Geez, you got a couple of these, you don't need many. Far out. These are the big ones you're after. Oh, look at the size of this one. Yes. Oh, yes. That's a good squid. Yeah, that's the sucker we're after. We get organised. Yeah, get all that water out. Let's quickly get this jig out so in case his mate's following him. There for a minute. Have a go at the size. Have a go at the size of that one, guys. What a squid. One or two of those is enough. Oh, what a kraken. All right, guys, I've run out of time. It was only a very quick mission this morning just to see if I could get a cray and a squid. Well, we got a cray and a squid, but a bloody good sized squid, so that should be enough for dinner. I'll pack these rods and everything up now and then head back in and clean up this cephalopod and this roach for dinner tonight. I'll see you in there. All right, let's clean these buggers. Ooh, look at these things. So there's the rings, guys. Now I know a lot of people cut these wings off and throw them out. I don't. I reckon they're great. They're nice and crunchy when they're fried. So that's what we're having for dinner. There's quite a few rings there from one squid. Look at all that. One squid. One cleaned half. second cleaned half. Alright guys, another morning done. There's my my dinner for tonight. 2 cray halves and a big bowl of squid rings, so I'm looking forward to that. This is only an early morning one today. It was what, probably an hour and a half we were out there for in total. It wasn't very long, it was just a rushed mission. Just wanted to check that pot and get a quick squid or a sneaky squid for dinner. We've done that, so I'm going to get back inside and get after the rest of the day's chores and then enjoy these for dinner tonight. Alright guys, if you enjoy this stuff, like, share and subscribe as usual. Leave me a comment, or don't, it's up to you. But yeah, let me know if you enjoy this stuff guys, and everyone that comes up to me and says hi at the boat ramp, I appreciate it. Enjoy seeing you guys out there. Take care everyone, until the next episode, I'll see you later. Cheers.